you.
This is so good. Welcome back, guys. We just got a caramel apple. Clearly my clean eating is going very well.
It's pretty on course for me.
It actually is going well though. Until this moment.
Maybe that's why you're cranky.
Because I'm not eating very many carbs.
Yeah. Sugar.
You have a point. Anyways, we got a tiger butter caramel apple from Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Highly recommend. Okay, so we're gonna finish answering your guys' questions. We are currently on our way to Rifle right now, but we're stopped in Silverthorne because we can't record in this car. It's too loud when you're driving, and it's like really bumpy. So, for your sake, and for my sake when I'm editing this video, here we are. Okay. Questions that involve both of us. So I've already recorded the parts about nursing and like me specific questions. Now we're going to answer all the ones that are specific to both of us. So, have we ever thought of living somewhere outside of Colorado but in the U.S.? If so, where?
Yeah. I keep coming back to Montana. I feel like we answered this one before. But man, that's just so good. I keep saying Montana. The North. The king of the North.
Why Montana?
The wilderness. It seems like it would have to be Montana, like Rifle type of a Montana, like, or like a small, like a Park City in Montana type deal.
I don't even know if they have like cities like that. But yeah, anyways.
Closer to nature.
I don't know. We've never been to Montana. Yeah, but we're gonna have to find a balance because I like the city and you like the country.
There you have it. I like the city.
This guy. But yeah, we've also thought about Utah. We've thought about Texas. So
we're kind of just open for anything. Open for the adventure.
While we're young.
North Carolina. Try the East Coast. Got a little beach action.
Nashville.
It's not Florida.
We're very open to trying new things, new places. Whatever. Okay. Does Ryan have the same beliefs as you when it comes to religion?
What are your beliefs?
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I think they're just asking in general, like, are we the same religion?
Yeah. Christian. I think a lot of our beliefs align, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise this wouldn't be working.
Yeah, a lot of our beliefs align, and the biggest thing is that we are supportive of each other, and like regardless of what little logistic things we believe, we support each other, love one another, and are always like willing to talk about something if we don't see eye to eye on it. But most, like, I don't really feel like we've ever had anything that we don't see eye to eye on when it comes to religion. So we go to church together, we talk about church together, when we're back home with each of our families, like each of our families are Christian. I think we were raised slightly different when it comes to religion, but ultimately we want the same things for like the future of our family and stuff.
Kind of making our own way with it.
You have that. What's the hardest part about living with Ryan? Thinking about living with my boyfriend.
I'm going to answer this part about her.
Go for it.
I think the hardest part about living with someone, especially when you're sharing a bed, is learning how to share space so closely. and find that good balance. A little different than when you have a separate room, like and you have roommates. Your space becomes our space. And your decision really becomes more of an our decision.
I definitely think it helps that I have my own closet room. I genuinely do think that helps. Because that space I kind of make messy sometimes, and like he has his own closet too, so I feel like that helps because we're not constantly stressing out about the other person's space being messy. It's like, that's my own space, and if it's messy, like it doesn't stress him out because it's not his space. So I think that really helps, because in a way it's like we have 2 different bedrooms, but we share a bedroom. But like I have my own space where that's where my filming is, and like all my clothes and stuff that gets shipped to me and like all that stuff. So I think that helps a lot. But yeah, I agree with that. And honestly,
yeah, you're pretty lucky there.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. Other than that, I don't really feel like there is anything hard about it. Genuinely. I think it was a lot harder when we were living apart. For me personally.
And there's other like, well, you gotta like break up cleaning and stuff. So you gotta break up cleaning and make sure you guys both do it together. That helps make that part a lot easier, because then if you're one of you, and if you don't do that, we'll start feeling like you're always cleaning. And the other one doesn't do anything. So breaking up chores and like taking turns, like she cooks, I do the dishes, or I cook and she does the dishes, or sometimes I'll cook and do the dishes and then she'll do the same. So there's a good amount of give and take.
Yeah.
So
doing laundry to like constantly to just help out the other one, like when they're at work or have a busy day, like we're really good at doing that for each other. Asking
if you need something done, if I have the time to help. We done with this?
Yeah. That was so good.
I'm not gonna lie. Which is really staring me down right now.
Yeah, we're right in front of a Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, which and Chipotle.
Sammy for the next 2 hours of our drive.
You should. I think we only have like an hour and a half till Newcastle. Anyways, okay.
Don't rush into it.
Well, another question that people had is like, why do we live together when we call ourselves Christians?
Are we Jack Christians?
First of all, no.
Like Jack Mormons drink like caffeine and
No. Like, we are Christian. We have a relationship with God. It is an individualized basis. My relationship with God is different than your relationship with God, is different than Ryan's relationship with God. And
it's fine if you don't like it.
Totally.
It's our life.
That's the thing. Like,
you
if you grew up in a culture where it was absolutely not okay to live together before you were married, then that is what it is. I believe your parents lived together before they were married.
If we felt we shouldn't be living together, or if like that's something you felt you needed,
then we wouldn't be living together.
I would do it in order for us to move forward.
100%. Like, he would have respected that, I would have respected that, and this is not us making excuses, but I really want to reiterate to you guys that our situation was a little bit unique. I moved to Colorado to be with Ryan, and that was something that I was convicted of, and I felt like I wanted to be with him, so I moved to Colorado to be with Ryan. Another thing that was unique about our situation is that Ryan was traveling, I don't know, like
3-4 months out of the year.
3-4 to like 8 months. Like the year you graduated, that year you literally were traveling almost like 8 months out of that year. So for us, it was like, when he is home, I'd rather spend that time sharing space with him than be in 2 separate places. So like for us, it was just a very unique situation. Obviously, yes, now he's been home since the fleet ended, or the AAF ended, but he's still trying to play football. So a lot of our time is spent apart. And this isn't me making an excuse. For us, it was just financially, we have a dog together. It just made sense. And obviously, our vision is to get engaged and married,
but I don't need to
spend
ask
our lives together.
I'm a man, and I don't need to ask anyone's permission.
100%, and that was our choice as a couple. So I know you guys aren't trying to like throw shade, but
that's it.
By asking the question, it is kind of throwing shade. Like, each individual couple is their own entity, and however you want to go about being together is how you should do it, is the answer to that. Okay.
Boom, boom, pow.
Agreed, babe?
Agreed.
Okay. Let's see. Our favorite show on Netflix right now.
Designated Survivor.
Yeah, one of you guys recommended that to us, and we are loving it. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Other shows. Wait, is that Hulu or Netflix? That's Netflix.
What about your...
Sorry.
It's like I'm in The Shining.
Oh.
What's your favorite show on Hulu?
Love Island. Hands down.
UK. I can handle that.
Love Island UK. The US one sucks, and the Australia one sucks.
Rick and Morty about to come out with a new season.
Jeez. Differences. Oh, that's one. That actually is one hard thing about living together is when Ryan
sharing the remote.
When Ryan likes to dominate the TV. I'm just like,
oh no, don't get it twisted. I ask you just every day, is there something you want to watch? There's something you'd like to watch. And if you say no or whatever you pick, I pick.
Yeah, but I think the difference is, like, I actually did realize this the other day. So when I was living by myself or living with like other roommates, I feel like I would just put on something in the background as I'm like getting ready for bed or getting ready in the morning or something. I'd choose like what my shows would be to put on in the background, like Friends or like something like Love Island or The Bachelor or whatever, like some girly show that's like kind of mindless for me to watch, or like I'll put on YouTube on my TV like in the background as I'm doing stuff. Whereas living with Ryan, when I'm like in the bathroom getting ready or getting my pajamas on or like cleaning, whatever I'm doing, it's always his shows on in the background, which is like Rick and Morty and
well, you're to be fair, you're in between you go in
Suits.
Between 3 or 4 different rooms.
That's true.
And
yeah.
When you're getting ready, and I'm only in the one, and I'm like, well, you're in your princess room, so I'm like, I'm gonna put on my thing.
It's very true. I'm just saying that's something I've noticed. It's funny.
I got her to watch and commit. I got her to commit to watch one episode of Rick and Morty once, and after it, she was like, okay, I understand why you think it's
kind of funny, but it's just like such guy humor that.
Well, it's very sarcastic and dry and witty, if you will.
Yeah, guys. I cut my I didn't cut my extensions. My stylist cut my extensions and I feel like they're really short. Okay, that just needs to go away. Favorite place to go ski/snowboard that's not crazy expensive?
A Basin or Winter Park.
But those are expensive.
Those are the least expensive ones around here.
Really? What about Sunlight would be the cheapest?
Sunlight's
like
a
small little.
It's more of a local. Any Eldora is cheaper too.
Yeah, I feel like Eldora like day tickets.
But any of these mountains that are in Colorado that are off I-70 are like huge tourist attractors. Yeah. So that's why they charge you
an arm and a leg.
Like an arm and a leg for a freaking day pass.
Yeah. Same thing with like the ones in Utah.
What are these girls doing?
I don't know.
Find a parking spot.
They can't. Okay, most
She's
valued.
She's gonna back up again.
Well.
Do it.
Most valued thing about your relationship, something that makes it so special and stand out.
That's you, babe. Yeah. You're my North Star.
Oh my god.
Listen, even when I'm downtown, it's 4 in the morning, I still come home. Come to the North Star. That's where Maddie is. Something special. I would say the connection we've made through being able to communicate.
Yeah.
Now sometimes I think you can always communicate and communicate better. And usually
yeah, but we are on point with our communication. I'm not gonna lie.
And then the faith, a little bit of faith. Sometimes I historically have struggled a little more.
Yeah. With
faith, but that's just my journey, and no one says it's gonna be perfect or
right.
No, for some people it is easier, but that's what I would say. We got a good connection there, and
yeah, we have like a really good foundation of our relationship, and I think that one thing that makes our relationship stand out is that because we've had to go long distance so much of our relationship, I think we've learned how to communicate effectively and love each other the way that we need to be loved to like make it last, you know? Mm-hmm. Ryan, have any tips for going to school at CU? This is from Nina, Tommy's friend from high school, which I think you've met. So I guess she's going to CU.
Go to class.
I feel like that's a college tip in general.
It's easy not to go to class.
Go to class and take notes.
Find that perfect balance, I would say. Mm-hmm. With me, it was always easy because I was so like regimented and like I had a schedule to follow.
Because you had people holding.
Because I had football, and then football was holding me accountable, so I had to keep my grades there and everything. So that made it easier for me to just have to do it. But don't get it twisted. Like, I definitely had my procrastination nightmares and times where I was falling behind on deadlines or whatever. And
yeah. So
stay on top of your school, but at the same time, don't be afraid to have fun. Like, you're only in college for 4 years. You're gonna work the rest of your life. So to enjoy CU, like, take care of what you have to take care of during the week, but like, go out on a Thursday every once in a while maybe, and if you got everything taken care of for the next day, and then don't be like just live it up while you can, because
college is so fun. Like, we both all the time talk about how much we miss it, not because like we're not happy with where we are now, but it's just one of those times in your life that I think a lot of people take advantage of, because you don't realize how easy you have it in college.
I think even if you really try and take advantage of like the whole moment,
even
the whole
still,
moment, you're like still gonna miss it a bunch.
Yeah, because it's like you get to be an adult on your own, but you're not having the adult responsibilities yet. So you don't have. You
got your first time. You have your own space. Like, you're on your own. You got your own space type of deal. Like, make it yours.
College is so fun.
Grow. Try and just do a bunch of stuff like all the time, like new stuff, like experience new groups. Go like.
Create good friendships, like it's just
and don't worry about finding someone like that. The person will fall in your lap, basically. Like
I fell in yours.
when like you're actively trying to look or like make it happen, or like you try really hard or with relationships, like try and force something like that, it's never gonna work.
So true. Good job, baby.
There you go, little Nina P.
Any fun trips planned? Where do you guys want to travel next?
Park City for Christmas.
Yeah, so I'm going to Park City for Thanksgiving. Ryan's gonna come back over this way for Thanksgiving, and so we'll be apart for that, which is fine. And then we're gonna go to Park City for Christmas, and we're actually gonna be going my whole family, and then a bunch of my cousins and their family is all coming out, and we're gonna rent a couple like townhomes next to each other and just ski/snowboard for a solid like 5 to 6 days. So I'm super excited for that. Ryan's excited for that. Something you probably, I don't know if you guys know this about us, you might. We both like really love to ski and snowboard, so that's definitely something we bond over. Super excited to do that. And then the next big trip we have planned is to go to Australia, hopefully, and New Zealand. So that's the next big trip. We talk about going to Europe all the time together.
I think we'll make that happen again when we go back to Austria.
Yeah, probably Austria next Christmas and New Year's. So that's the goal. Maybe I'll be my own boss by then, and I can just take a bunch of time off. It'd be lovely. How much vacation time do I get per year? I forgot to answer this yesterday, so I'll answer this really quick. I get 2 weeks of paid time off. And it doesn't sound like much. Luckily, I am able to take more time off because I do have another income. And I just take most of my time off unpaid. But yeah, it's 2 weeks paid time off, and it does increase the longer you work, the more years you work. How do you get over heartbreak that you feel like you never will?
You will.
You will.
It's gonna hurt for a while.
We've both been through some.
So. Slowly, day by day. You'll notice it less. Think about it less. Next thing you know, it'll be like, oh, you haven't thought about it in a couple hours, and then it'll be days, and then it'll be like weeks, and then it'll be like, oh, well, every now and again, maybe you think about it, kind of gets you sad, but you move on.
I think the best piece of advice I have, and this is obviously like so much easier said than done, but usually in breakups, I feel like you constantly think about all the good times you had, and so that's what makes you sad, is you think about all the good memories and all the good that was in that relationship, which isn't a bad thing, but it's not going to help you heal. Like, you also have to remember that you broke up for a reason. There was also a lot of hurt, probably a lot of pain, and a lot of not good times and not good memories. So try to remember that when you're going through a breakup, because obviously not everything was good in that relationship where you would still be together. And if it's meant to be, like, you'll be together again. So just remember that, like, you haven't lost yourself. You've just lost a person that you were close with. So you're going to find another relationship that's going to be 10 times better than that one. And
everyone has gone through this.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through it. So you're not special. Get over it. You'll be okay.
Tough love.
There you go.
Right here. When he does that to me, I just start crying, and then he's like, oh, I love you. Just kidding. Engagement, babies in the future, or no kids? Everyone asks this every Q&A.
TBD.
We definitely want kids. I definitely want kids.
I definitely want an engagement. Just waiting for her to propose to me.
You always say this. Did you and Ryan have any awkward firsts, and how did you handle them? I'm trying to think.
Puppy.
Hi, Duggo.
Hey,
I miss Chippy. Guys, we left Chippy at home this weekend with Ryan's sister.
I don't know. Did we have any awkward firsts?
I'm trying to think.
Let's mull that one over, and we'll come back to it.
Our first date, but nothing was really awkward. We were always just like super playful with each other, and like, you're looking at the dog. Like, our first kiss was kind of awkward because I had to make you kiss me.
I was waiting for the third date, and she was like,
and I was on the second date. I was like, are you missing something?
She was like, really? You're not gonna kiss me? What? Like, you want to kiss right now? All right.
So good. Other than that,
nah.
I mean, like, the first time you met my family wasn't really awkward.
No.
So no. Okay. Anyways, this is another Europe question, but someone says, like, where in Europe would we want to go? I really want to go to Paris. I want to go to Italy. Greece. Germany. Switzerland. Are you gonna get a sandwich?
Kinda.
Okay, this is our last question. Oh, second to last question. How and when did each of you know you found your person?
Well, I was gonna make some smart ass joke, but probably shouldn't have.
Like, you haven't found your person?
No. Like, I have, but never mind.
It's not me.
Yeah.
You suck.
It's Chippy's my purple person.
Chippy's my fur person too.
My fur person. I don't know, when things were just easy. Like, the right person shouldn't make things harder for you. You should make them easier.
Agreed. I think
you should be happier when you're with them than you are without them.
100%. 100% that.
I think appreciate them for more than just their really, really, really good looks. There's so many things. I think you start thinking about things differently, like that maybe you didn't think about when you were in other relationships or with other people.
That's a big one.
And you think about things on you, like, natural, more, like I said, more naturally for you. It's not like forced upon you, like when someone's like 8 months into their relationship or like 6 months in, and they're like, let's move in, or like talking to you, talking about marriage and kids, and like, I'm just saying, as a man, when you're that fresh, and those words start coming out, you're like, oh, hold up.
What?
Now, not all dudes are that way, but
yeah,
it's a quick way to scare someone off, and you're moving too fast, and that's not necessarily the girl's fault either, because she really gets excited because she's really, really invested. And I think for a lot of women, like, they're not there just to date, they're there you're trying to find someone, right? And a lot of time most guys are like, yeah, well, like, you might as well just like date.
Totally.
Whatever.
I think also, Ryan, I think you would say, because you've told me this before, you, like, I feel like you really felt like I was your person after I was in the hospital. Oh, yeah. And like, you envisioned, like, you saw a glimpse of your life without me, and you were like, and I'm not saying everyone's gonna go through something like that, I hope none of you do, but I do think
it just kind of solidified how I really feel about her. Yeah. And where I see this going. So,
like, if you can't imagine living your life without that person, then you know you found your person.
It's so sad.
I really liked all your answers. And then the last question is, will we do a meetup in Colorado?
For sure.
Let us know in the comments, if you guys have made it this far, what kind of meetup you guys want, and we will make it happen. I just feel like we don't
Could be a
have...
veggie up.
A what?
Could be a veggie up.
What's a veggie up?
You know, instead of a meetup, veggie up.
Like we go eat veggies together?
Instead of we go eat meats together.
Oh my gosh. Guys, we might be going vegetarian. That's for another Q&A. Yeah, let us know down in the comments what kind of meetup you want, and we promise we'll make it happen. We just want to know like what type of setting you guys want it to be in and how many of you would actually come. So thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. Thanks for being interested in our lives. Okay, we're gonna get back to our drive now. And
I'm gonna go get a sandwich. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. Like, subscribe, comment.